We are in John chapter 7, and we are going to read verses 16 to 19 in the section where Jesus is teaching at the feast. Now, I highlighted 16 to 19 because that is where we are going into a deep dive back into Romans to discuss some of the things we've been discussing in the 8 previous shorts. So let's jump in. Jesus answered, so he's talking to the Jews. Jesus answered, "My teaching is not my own. It comes from him who sent me. If anyone chooses to do God's will, he will find out whether my teaching comes from God or whether I speak on my own. He who speaks on his own does so to gain honor for himself. But he who works for the honor of the one whom sent him is a man of truth. There is nothing false about him. Has not Moses given you the law? Yet not one of you keeps the law. Why are you trying to kill me?" Let's look back at verse 19. Has not Moses given you the law? The Jews congratulated themselves on being the recipients of the law. But Jesus told them that they all broke the law that they were so proud of keeping. Let's pop over to Romans 2:17. Now you, if you call yourself a Jew, if you rely on the law and brag about your relationship to God, if you know his will and approve of what is superior, because you are instructed by the law, if you are convinced that you are a guide for the blind, a light for those who are in the dark, an instructor of the foolish, a teacher of infants, because you have in the law the embodiment of knowledge and truth. You then, who teach yourselves, do you not teach yourself? You who preach against stealing, do you steal? You who say that people should not commit adultery, do you commit adultery? You who abhor idols, do you rob temples? You who brag about the law, do you dishonor God by breaking the law? We'll pick up in the next short and discuss this further.